change lanes. We talked about validation in the sense of just its general sense, right? We talked about what that may mean to friends, so on and so forth. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna drop the mic with this because
Drop it.
I like y'all gonna feel some type of way with this one. Do you think, or do you have a rule, or do you have a way, do you have a method, or do you think it is right to post that said significant other on your social media platform in order to feel like it's official, in order, like, when they don't post it, are they hiding them? Do you need to do it? Is it like, what is it? I need to know, because people have this debate of, oh, you don't post yours, how people gonna know you in a relationship? The people who do know me
They know.
knows I'm in a relationship.
in
But
your
then
community.
you got people in the relationship saying, oh, you not posting me, or you not doing such and such and such. What is it? Where do you lie on that argument?
I think
I
like
oh
go ahead, Monica.
Everybody doing. Here we go. Here we go.
so I'm gonna keep it 1,000, right? Social media is not for relationships. It's not for getting to date. It's not for dating. It's not even for the talking phase. It's not for nothing. Okay. But what I will say is that, like, I've seen a lot of my friends post a hand, they holding his hand, right? I've seen some friends post an arm. You might see like a shoe,
Just let
right?
them know. Let
You
them know
know
a
what
little
I'm
bit.
saying? But honestly, I think that it's up to the couple, right? But here's my issue. Here's the disclaimer. Once you post, you can't go back. So you can't be like, I'm gonna post it, right? And then you know what I'm saying? And then now y'all done deleted everything. Now we know y'all broke up. You know what I'm saying? Because
That has been the universal way that dudes know that it's
Yes.
they turn.
right.
Hey,
And people gonna look like once you post him
Let me
or
come.
her, once you
delete
post
them.
him or her, it has now opened up open sesame for everybody's opinion into your relationship. And you can't be mad because you decided to post it, right? And so all I'm saying is, if you want to post it, don't post it with your whole chest, right? Don't
Okay.
back.
Okay, this is what I want to know. Before anybody else go, Monica, I need to make this personal. Okay.
Yeah,
As for you in your house.
we will not be posting him until I'll say this, like, I won't post him until we're probably about almost engaged. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be
Yes.
at 1,000, just because, like, I know myself. I know myself can get ahead. I know myself will want to do like cute stuff, right? But I think that we can do cute stuff and build better off of social media. And that's just what I've seen. That's just where I'm at personally in my life. But what I'll say is this is, once we're engaged, once we're married, oh, I'm gonna post everything. We matching, we doing date night, we going on. I'm creating reels for us. Listen, it's a whole vibe out here, right?
God.
But
I
I
have to
think,
ask this question, not to be disrespectful. Why?
yeah, I just told you why. It's not
Well,
safe.
why until like close to being like people have been close to being engaged, didn't happen. People have been engaged, didn't happen.
Right. I think that for me, there's a security of, this is my person and this is a forever thing, and I don't want to post something that's not forever, right? And I know that that sounds very cliche to say, but I think I post Caleb all the time, and he's my brother in Christ. We friends, right? But I don't think that relationships are meant when you're trying to build. When you're trying to build,
Yeah,
right?
that's Merc. What's going
I'm
on?
for real. Like, when
She
you're
said,
trying to build, for me in my house, I'm not posting it just because
Okay.
we're not, until we've built a solid foundation or we're engaged. That's just where I'm at. As for the other ladies, they may be somewhere different, but for me in my house, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
I think I agree with everything Monica said. However, I have done in the past, a little soft launch of like it being blurry in the background
Paint
or
the
like
picture, sis.
I've done little things like the watches in there. We got the same little bracelet or something. But I have never shown his face, and that would be on my story. Like, I'm not posting you. You're gonna be on my story for 24 hours in case something happened, you disappear. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna make sure that until we married or until we engaged, like, I'm not posting you. You are not on my page. You are on my story.
So now it's the difference. No, let me grill you a little bit, because now it's the difference between story and post.
Yeah.
Is it because the story is temporary?
Oh yeah, you got 24 hours of that, and if it don't work out, nobody remember.
You gonna remember when that time
Except
hop
those
come up.
weirdos that screenshot it.
You gonna
Oh,
remember when
yeah,
that
that's
time
weird.
hop come up.
Hey, facts.
You gonna remember when that time hop come up for sure.
He gonna remind you. You remember
They
this?
gonna remind you.
You
You'll be in
remember?
that mug singing Neo. Said I'm so sick of love songs. Time hop gonna get you there every time.
But it's better than posting it and then deleting it because y'all didn't work out. So I take that.
Okay, I respect that. Didi, what you got?
Well, first you got to define significant, because people be posting insignificant stuff. Some people call each other significant, but they're not really in real life. And you can, like we said, social media, you can just, you can kind of tailor your personal brand to how you want it to be and look. Because some people not in relationships, but they make you think because of what they doing, taking pictures of their plates and stuff like that. Like they out all the time with somebody and just not posting it. So we know how to curate the image we want.
Mm-hmm.
However, at my big age, if you know me in like real life, you know what's up. But me, we didn't bought a house. We didn't did all the things. And then I'm going to post it. Then we like,
when is that?
I didn't even know you was talking to nobody. Sis done been married for 30 days and I'll post a picture. That's just me.
Yeah.
And what I've experienced. And I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with people guessing what I've been up to. Because like right now, nobody knows what I be doing. But just the circle. And I just feel like, to Monica's point, it just protects what belongs to me. Not that I care about opinions. I just don't feel like shuffling through and seeing who liked it. And I just don't even care. And I feel like with what I've experienced in my life, I just rather it be mine, as long as it can be just mine, and then I can share. But I just want it to be just mine for a minute before the platform makes it what it wants it to be.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, C. Berry, bring us home.
Already, I was about to say, the less hands, the less unwanted hands in my relationships, the better.
Yeah.
And so like I can care less that people know what I got going on. The only people that really need to know what's going on are the people that I talk to over the phone, the ones that hold me accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like my community or our community are the only ones that need to really like know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
I think by the time we like get married, like, yeah, like I'm about to be posting a mess out of her. You know what I'm saying? Because like, again, like the proper hands are in our relationship. So things are locked down, things are solidified, things are been prayed over for a minute, and you know, now we here.
Right.
And so and yeah, and then because I've done the whole like I posted my girl and then we broke up, then I deleted that picture. You know what I'm saying?
I call that the walk of shame. That's the walk of shame.
It's the, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, and praise God I didn't get a memory back. You know, you know, and so I'm not for it. I think it's immature for somebody to say, why aren't you posting me on your social media? Because that validates me. Like if you think that's the thing that validates your relationship with this person, I think you need to really figure out what you've been putting weight into. You know what I'm saying? Is it what they have to say? Or is it how I feel about you in this time without the majority of people knowing what's going on? You know, like if y'all catch us out in the street, then y'all just catch us out in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hold her hand and everything. But it's just like, no, like Facebook, and like we would joke about Facebook friends too. It's just like, hey, are we Facebook friends? No. And people be like, well, are we really friends then? You know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, nah, like that is a complete joke, and it should
Yeah.
stay there. You know what I'm saying? Like it should never get to a place of like me putting you on these social media platforms legitimizes our relationship. You
Right.
know?
And I'm with you on that. I'm gonna give my quick answer because I want to shift to where Caleb is going. Because Caleb is going where I want to go. My quick answer is I consider it a badge of honor if the first time you see her on my feed, she my wife.
Mm-hmm.
She Miss Ballard. I consider that a badge of honor. And you know why? It means we have done a good job of keeping our relationship as us. We don't care about the spectators. For the people who are close to me, they can know every single thing. Just ask. I got you. Like I ain't hiding nothing. I was a gangster before I was a Bible gangster, so I ain't scared of showing nothing. So let's just be real. Like I ain't scared of showing nothing. You see us out there in the streets, yeah, you gonna see me treating her like a princess. Look at me upselling myself, but what you're gonna see is like, oh man, like kind of like what Dee said, like not only have you been married, but you waited until you got the wedding photos back. You know that mug take 90 days. So we've been married for 90 days, and you just now finding out via social media. I didn't even know he was dating nobody. Well,
exactly.
That's where I'm at. Because the thing is, it's like I do deal with my life in terms of layers, I guess, if you will. Just like ogres have layers, cakes and onions got layers, and my life got layers too. I don't know if y'all got that movie reference.
Layers.
Layers. What about Paw Face? Anyway, so my life got layers, like to the point where like I am not afraid to say anything about my relationship or what's going on in my life if you are close to said life. But it is not available. I'm sorry. For the spectators, you need Renard Plus. Like you need the upgraded level. You need the upgraded subscription to know kind of like what my daily life looks like. Because people on social media they care so much about what you're doing before they even know how you're doing. And it's sad. Wow. But that's a short thing. I'm not going to go so much further into that because Caleb said something that I'm really wanting to know. Everybody chime in and lock in on this one. If you are then in a relationship where either one of two parties, the other person in the relationship is like, why don't you post me? You ashamed of me? Or you have people who are very close to you in your friend group saying, hey, why don't you post them? Like, are you ashamed? Like, because they already associate that with you being ashamed of the relationship. Mm-hmm. What is your reaction to that said thing?
I call that peer pressure at its finest. That is peer pressure at its finest. I think that like I don't care if you're in the church, if you're out the church, if you're Christian, non-Christian, like sometimes like your circle can be like they're supposed to be encouraging, but like sometimes like dating in community, right? Or dating in the church or dating in general, sometimes it can get sticky because people are they're waiting, right? Waiting to see what you guys are doing, waiting to see how it's going, waiting to see where y'all going to. And I think it just depends. But I think that long story short, I think it's a security thing. That's what it comes down to. Because if he's asking like, why aren't you posting me? There's something underneath that of like, are you ashamed to be with me? Right. Mm-hmm. Or do you want to be with me? Right. And so I think that it is like, as a healthy partner, you should seek to like give that person some type of level of like assurance if you really like them. But ultimately, like, they need to seek that assurance from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not all you, right? But some of it is. Some of it is, right? You need to help people feel safe if y'all are in relationship one with another, right? That's loving them well. But yeah, that's my take.
That's good. Say that.
Ain't none of their business. Like that's why I'm not posting.
That part.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, y'all know. That's why y'all are asking me this in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You know that I love you. But again, like, validation does not come from social media. Like, why are you trying to find validation for people? I got like 1,200 followers. I know 900 of them. What the group gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, why do you want to tell them?
Yeah.
We ain't met them. They don't even follow you. They follow me. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, obviously, I would say way more gracious than that. But like, this is just kind of like my, you know what I'm saying? Just my disbelief in some folks. But yeah, I'm just like, no, like, this is the right people are in our relationship. Those are the people that's going to continue to watch and continue to look and continue to like verbally and not on social media. And when it comes time to be able to put ourselves out there, like, the foundation is going to be set. You know what I'm saying? And I think going to what Monica said too is just like, no, like, I feel like it is good to be able, like, to reassure them and to validate them. But I also, and I'm just thinking about me in the future, just like, not even me in the future, me now, but like, if I'm with somebody and they're asking me this, I think the first thing I'm questioning is, okay, what have I done to make you think that, like, I'm ashamed of you because I don't post, you know?
But it may not be something you know. It may be some brokenness in them.
True story. But I think it's a question that I would still ask, though. You know what I'm saying? Because because you could be missing something. You know,
you're right.
But at the same time, it's just like, no, like, if I do realize it's a them thing, like, we're gonna pray through that. But I'm not posting. Yeah, I'm just, give me your finger so I can put it on the story.
Yeah. Put your hand right here. We got matching bracelets, Jocelyn.
Oh, you see this?
Let's put it right there. What you got,
Well,
Jocelyn?
I think, there's mad people who are posting their relationship and treating them like crap in person. So I'm like, which one you want? You want me to be, reassuring and loving you outside of social media, or do you want me, you can't have both right now. Like, right now, I just want to keep things between us. And when the time comes and when we become like man and wife, or when we like are engaged, then that's when our business needs to be put out there. But right now, I just want to keep things honest and keep things like moving in God's direction, and not through the approval of people, or through the approval of social media.
Here's my backup question for you, Jocelyn, because like you said that you will do the, show a hand here, right here, you know what I mean? Thumbnail right there. Like, oh, there go his big toe. We at the beach. You said you'll do all that stuff. Does that not, for you, just your own personal experience, does that not instigate some people to want to be in your business more? Or have you seen that happen?
It did, which is why I feel like I made a mistake. So now I'm just like, I'm not posting anything. I'm not doing anything on my story. I made a mistake. I thought I really liked that guy. I thought he really liked me. And I thought we were moving in that direction, and it just wasn't it. So I'm like, now I just want to make sure the next guy I date, or next guy God has for me, that I'm waiting until marriage, engagement, marriage.
Respect. All right, Didi, say something to make me mad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead, bring it on.
Challenge.
Challenge.
Right. I'm the type of person where these are conversations I have before I'm saying I'm in a relationship at that level, because I feel like I should know a little bit about your character, and kind of, since we live in this social media world, these are some things that probably should have come up in discussion early on for me. Like, so how do you feel about social media? Like, is that a big deal to you? Are you somebody that's on there all the time? Like, does it matter that much to you? Because this is where I stand on with my personal business. I feel like it shouldn't come up as like an argument in my mind, or a point of contention. Like, how come you don't post me? Are you ashamed of me? I really believe that I will have that conversation well before hearts and love is involved. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like now that I am where I'm at now, maybe years ago I wouldn't have even thought that would even come up. But I think where I'm at now and what I've learned over time, I think these are some early conversations. Like, how do you, I think that's even in the PDA conversation, you know, when people are starting to get to know each other, first few dates. So how do you feel about hand holding? How do you feel about this? Like, what are you comfortable with? I think social media posting for me would be in that time frame,
right?
Really early on, because I don't want it to get to the point where I think that we're secure, but you don't feel secure because of this. Then I would feel like, whoa, maybe we need to slow down a little bit, because I thought we were here, and if you're not, we need to, like, let's slow down the pace and figure out why we see these things differently.
Right.
Because if you're adamant about, no, I'm not posting until this, and that person needs that, then maybe it's not a, I don't know, maybe there's some disconnect there.
Yeah.
So for me, that's a conversation way before we get to letting people in our circle and all of that. I just, I don't know.
What's up, guys? This is Ren from the Set Apart Podcast. Did you know you can interact with us and continue the conversation via our online forum? That's right. You can email us today at setapartpodcastteam@gmail.com, because this is not just a podcast. This is a movement. We're looking forward to hearing from you. It's a skill. I think it's a skill to me. And in today's world of, I can be both. Look, I mean, look what we're doing on this call. I can be in 5 cities, 3 cities at the same time. The world is so small, like it's big and small at the same time. So I think it's a true skill for me and my relationship to be me and my relationship. Meaning that if I'm dating you, first of all, let's talk about what I think dating is. I think dating is evaluation. It's evaluating each person as to what their lifestyle is, what their ministry is, how are you going to become in one. And it's nothing wrong with saying like, hey, I just see some things that gives me cause for pause. And so I don't think we should do this, or I think we should slow down. Like, there's nothing wrong with evaluating as you go. And so as for me and mine, if I was in a relationship where it was like, hey, like, why didn't you post to me and something like that? Like Caleb kind of said, I would investigate to see what that's on. But sometimes I've seen and I've been in situations where that was just the start of the ugly. You know what I mean? Like, it means so much now. Now it started with, hey, why am I not doing that? Well, I'll sit up here and I'll give you a full explanation as to how I live my life. Now you can agree to disagree or not agree at all. But if that disagreement then like grows into like you just bringing it up all the time, or having resentment towards it and all this other stuff, and like you're most likely just hoping that I will cave in and say do it more than you are the reasons why I'm not doing it. You everything that I just said, the reasons why I'm not doing it, you deleted that. Like, so if that sprouts into other things, now I'm like, okay, well, that gives me something to evaluate. Maybe this is not what I thought I was in. Maybe there's a disconnect as to my expectations for this and your expectations for this. Whichever way it goes, there's something different. I live a very simple life. I only believe in 2 locations, over here and over there. That's the only thing. I only believe in 2 locations. You can be over here or you can be over there. Sometimes I talk in memes. It's this meme of this old lady that's like, sometimes my business ain't your business. Sometimes my business ain't your business. And so
I have a question, Ren.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Ooh,
I have a question. I have a question after her.
Okay.
So we all know what we would do, but what if like you don't have that conversation and they post you and tag you in it? What are you doing?
I see. One of my big things is that, especially in the church,
take it down.
Especially in the church. See, not even that for me. Like in the church, I feel like we have masked so many good intentions in a way of trying to control other people's actions. And I'm like, hey, listen, because I operate my life the way that I operate my life, you have no, I'm not telling you to operate your life the same way. What I'm saying is, you put whatever you want on your page. I'm going to put whatever I want, or not put whatever I want on my page. You live your life to the standard that you believe that you can live in. So if my face is on her page, that's fine. That's cool. That's amazing. That's awesome. Whatever you want to do. But as for me, it won't necessarily change that, just because of the way that I approach it. Once again, I can't expect for you to agree with everything that I do. But I don't want you to agree. I want you to like understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
And so whatever you post, that's you. That's on you. If you tag me in it, spoiler alert, when you tag me and stuff, it don't come to my page anyway. But sorry. Like I have to accept the tag. Ooh, it's
nah, Caleb said take that down.
Caleb said take that down.
Yeah. Like I would ask her to, you know what I'm saying? But there would also be a conversation before I even ask. You know what I'm saying? Like in a sense of like, hey, I saw that you posted us today. And then, you know, I kind of explain like the reasons why, like, I'm not going to do that on my page. It'd be like, would you be cool with taking it down? If she don't want to take it down, that's her. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, that's her page. I'm not about to force you. I ain't about to do none of that. You know what I'm saying? But at least like be mindful that I just want to keep this in the family. You know what I'm saying? Like in the community, you know? And that's the thing too. It's just like, I just want to protect this, you know?
Right.
And so, and hopefully, like, if she don't take it down, hopefully that'll be the last one she put up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's one of those things of like, I am.
That's your boundary.
I care about your boundaries. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I care about your boundaries, but I also care about the fact that you're really on this. You're trying to protect what we have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This ain't me trying to control you. Like,
what if it's something like so? Okay.
If it's like a group thing.
What if it's like it make her happy thing though? Like, you know what I mean?
Just make you happy. We can take all the pictures we want. We'll post them later.
You can put it on your wall. You can put it on your bedroom wall.
That goes back to the original question.
Right. I have a question. We talked a little bit about security, and I feel like we're circling around this underlying topic. But I think that like security in a relationship and safety in the relationship and like comfortability in the relationship is very important. But I think that like one, this is just for the fellas. One, her identity obviously comes from Christ. Her validation obviously comes from Christ, but she's also human, right? And so there are the enemy comes in many forms, right? And so there may be times where she may be questioning, like, does this nigga like me? Like, does he even care about me? Right? Like, he ain't never posted me. I ain't never seen him, like, you know what I'm saying? And so like sometimes for some women, you know, it comes in the form of like, okay, I just need some reassurance, right? So for my fellas, right, what does that practically look like, making your woman feel secure, even though you're not posting her, even though you're not posting her on anything, right? Even though you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that look like? Because you may not be at the point where you want to tell community about y'all yet, right? But she's like, well, we've been talking for like, or we've been dating, or we've been doing this for so long, or we know, or she's now at that point where she's like, well, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, but I don't know where I stand, right? So like, what does that practically look like for my men out there? Because it's going to be some men watching that want to know.
May I, as they say, clap back?
Yeah.
Clap back, brother. I'll follow behind.
Respectfully. So listen, this is something that I feel like is not, you can't generalize a relationship.
Facts.
I personally feel like you cannot generalize a relationship. And so what that means is the way that, like, even though I can say, oh man, I can likely think that I agree with everything or most of the things that Caleb say, right? But still, his relationship gonna look different than my relationship. You can't generalize. We can have the same belief system. We can believe in the same guy, care about the same things and all this other stuff. It's not general. And so, for example, why I say that is that one thing that happens in a relationship is you get to know me. I get to know you.
Yeah.
We find out what each other prioritize. Now, here's the thing. whether you like kind of like it was said before, you have people who put people on social media, but they don't prioritize that stuff. They can treat you terrible, but y'all smiling, sipping a mojito, like on somewhere doing something crazy. But like what I prioritize for me personally, I need my partner to know that I prioritize my time. What I spend my time doing, what I invest in is the things that I find important. If you find the fact that I am always finding the time to prioritize, even when it's a slim thing, like I don't think, and I call it the 10-minute call, right? Here's like the thing to me is like you can have a huge busy day. I can be going from place to place to place to place to place. Understand that it may not be a 2-hour conversation on the phone, but you got a 10-minute call. And I said, nobody else mess with me right now because I got to call my girl and we got to check in. Not because I need to, not because it's if you don't do this, she gonna be mad. No, because I want to. I'm invested in this. I am investing in this. Another one is intention. Like I need you to know my intention. My goal in a relationship is that at every single point in time, you know where we are. You may not agree where we are. I'm be honest. You may not agree where we are. Like if I'm like, oh, where are you at? Well, I think we just need to get to know each other a little bit more. Well, I think we need to get engaged right now. Hold up. Well, we're not at the same point. You may not agree where we are, but you know where we are. Because I say in a relationship too, at every single point, this ain't no one-way street. At every single point, you are evaluating me as to can I be the husband whom you see leading you closer to Christ, but also whom you see upholding your values, whom you see having your future children, raising a family, leading like all of this stuff. You need to be evaluating that just as much as I'm evaluating the stuff on my side. So if stuff don't look bad, if stuff look bad or you think stuff looks shady, I give you, listen, kick me to the curb. Kick me to the curb because like that's not settling your standard out of emotional connection should never be a thing. Like, so keep your standard. So Mike Tomlin said something. I say this all the time. It's one of my favorite quotes. I had 2 favorite quotes in life, and one of them is Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin says, the standard is the standard. What that means is it don't matter if a player come in there and they the best player that you've ever seen with your eyes. They ain't going to get no special treatment. The standard is the standard. It don't matter if old girl made the team, but she can't hit a layup. I don't care. The standard is the standard. We gonna do this until we meet the standard.
Okay, so I hear a 10-minute call in the day, and I hear intention. I'm gonna relay my intentions to her.
Relay your intention. 10-minute call, basically. It has to do with tithes and offering. Don't make me preach.
I'm crying.
Don't you even. Don't you even do that.
Bible says, give out the abundance of your heart.
Don't you?
No, that's crazy.
I hear a loving 10-minute call, and
no longer are we doing 10%. You're giving out the abundance of your heart. Okay. So what does that mean? Okay. It means I give you what I can give you. And hopefully that's a lot. That's not bad. That's not. I don't think that's a bad thing.
So my thing is because like I was definitely with you like in the beginning too. Like, well, in the beginning, like, but more so in the beginning because you was just like it's not a general thing, right?
They can't.
The general thing that I can actually say though, the general thing when it concerns what men ought to be doing is seeking to know who's in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
At least know who you in the room
with. And as you realize, it's like, man, she enjoys these 5-minute calls or these 10-minute calls. If she enjoys that, even if I don't want to, I'm going to do it because I know she feels loved because of this. If I know that every time I touch her tricep, she feels some type of like she feels love.
she sounds like Prince.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, look, I'm gonna walk by and just touch her tricep real quick. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta do what it do.
And just walk off and keep doing what I'm doing. And so, but that comes with me understanding like this is how she feels love. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like you have to keep paying attention because like what you find out for these next 2 years ain't gonna be the same thing. And 3 years from now, it's gonna be different. 5 years from now, it's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, that is something that I can say is just like, that's what we also do, just in a general sense of like practically like making them feel seen and heard and different things like that, you know? But I will say too, is it's like, on the lady side, like the only pushback that I would see, because I've heard this happen before, is it's like, you find validation based off of what this dude did for his shit.
Oh,
and it's just like, one, you're not her. Two, I'm not him. Right. Three, you don't even find that type of. You don't even like that, but yet you like whatever happened over here. You know what I'm saying?
Send me flowers. You allergic to daisies?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like that. Like, you're gonna die.
Send me flowers.
I think
why are you asking me for flowers because he gave her flowers? Like, you're allergic. Stop it. Like,
I think that's facts. I think that's facts. That's facts. I see a lot of that in like the double dating world. Like if you go on a double dates with somebody, you start comparing, or like it's easier. Yeah, it's easier to compare, and it's like
why you don't do that?
Yeah, like, oh, you see how he responded. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why you don't respond like that? You know, it's like.
Well, here's the thing though, what the ladies don't know is that it be a full blown competition. So like they be acting out, like
we know, we do know.
It's raining outside. It's a puddle. This man done put his full chest on the ground in the puddle for you to walk over him. He never did that before, but on a double date, he pulling that out.
I wish my girl would look at me, be like, "You gonna get down on there?" No. Girl, you better jump. We gonna pick you up.
1, 2, 3.
No.
We done went through this street 100 times, and now you want me to lay on my chest because boy he fronting. He fronting.
I got a question though. Is chivalry dead?
It's crawling, and different women have killed it. I'm sorry. Different women have beat it.
Say that.
How?
Say that.
Wait, please elaborate.
How?
Armed and ready for that one.
When you do have the man that is a gentleman, a lot of women be like, "Why you open my door? I can do this." You know what I'm saying? Like, any concerns? Like,
it ain't me. I've been waiting.
Like, there are guys who are like on the servant leaders, on the servant side, and women are like, I got it. I don't need your help with this. You know what I'm saying? And so now it's like, bet, open your own door then. I'm gonna allow the door to shut in your face like it always shuts in mine. You know what I'm saying? And so like when they are constantly getting rejected, and I've literally seen where dudes are literally, I'm just trying to be like polite or nice. Get away from me. Ugh. It's like, fam, like, I'm just over here trying to tell you that you left your purse or something. You know what I'm saying? But you think I'm trying to holler at you and you real rude and disrespectful and whatnot. And so, and that even that example like comes with its own like issues, but like, yeah, like I truly don't believe men were the reason why chivalry is dying.
I don't either.
I really don't. Feminism, the extreme parts of feminism really killed that side. I truly believe that.
Or women, some women don't have the standards that others do. So therefore guys get it easier sometimes. I'm saying it's a general statement. They don't have to do as much for some women as they do for others.
Chivalry didn't used to be relationship exclusive though. Like you used to treat a man used to treat a woman to a certain extent because she is worthy to be she's a queen. She's all like you treat her that way. You treat a queen as a queen. And so I think part of what Caleb is saying, and then I do think we live in an ultra sensitive culture to where I can't come up and say, "Hey, Jocelyn, I love your freaking hair." Like I can't give you all these compliments or say, "Oh man, you
can go ahead."
But you can't do that without now. Oh, he flirting. He want her. Like, I mean, like, why can't compliment?
But that's why you literally just answered why.
Why?
Because chivalry feels dead. So if it happens, it's so rare that we overthink what should be normal. And it's everything that we've been saying, double dates, comparing, you want me to treat you like he treats her. It all goes back to the original question. It's because social media as a vehicle is the hotbed for, let me see what they're doing. Maybe I should be doing that. I should be here. I should have 6 homes by 30. I should have this many degrees. I should have no student loan debt. I should be having a ministry this powerful. I should be having this many followers. It all goes back to comparison. And that is why I just feel like with what I've learned and where I've messed up before, these are conversations that should be happening early. Because I should know how you receive love. Like the example Caleb gave, if 5 minutes after lunch makes her feel like I thought about her today, for that woman, I strongly advise you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it won't be, how come you don't post me? Because then we won't get to that point. Because look, I know my man calling me at 12:30 and I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to have a FaceTime coffee date on our break time. So it won't even get to the point where, are you ashamed of me? I'm loving you how you need to be loved today. And the same thing for women. He loves when I go watch LA Fitness pick up basketball. It stinks in there. There's no ventilation, but I'm going to go because he feels like thank you. And listen, I'm gonna be loud up in the corner.
Listen.
I mean, if that's what he needed. You know what I'm saying?
One so loud. I ain't never said that one so loud.
And I'm gonna say it too. Because I talk trash. But I say, yeah, like, and I'm gonna make some t-shirts with your LA Fitness number.
Not the LA Fitness number.
We're going to the ship this year. But I'm saying those things. So then social media is an afterthought.
Yeah.
We gonna take these pictures, we gonna file this content, because listen, when I get your name, the reels is gonna be timed. All this content from all this time we ain't post, we finna blow up social media. And that's and I say that to say, because I don't want social media to be a topic of conversation with the man that's gonna raise my child. Like, what are we doing? Why are we talking about that as adults? That this is a reason why I have to question my security with you. Maybe it's not so much social media, like it was said before. Maybe it's because maybe I didn't know how to communicate. This is what I needed from you. It's not about social media at all. Maybe it's because maybe your job has you, or your business has you on social media, and I just want to be as important as that. And it's not even about Instagram. Maybe it's, but if you have the conversation, you have to be an adult and be fair and say, well, I remember we talked about this. You said it didn't matter that much. So explain a little bit more. Maybe you were just saying that because you thought we would go the next level if we were agreeable, and you didn't really say how you really felt. All those different things. So I really am an advocate of having those adult conversations, just because it makes it an equal playing field. So if it comes back up, no, wait a minute, we talked about this. Like, what's really going on here?
I agree with
what
that.
Are we really arguing about?
Yeah. Agreeable. I think some people are more agreeable in the beginning because they want to like get what they want, or it's like a control factor of like people pleasing, but it's like in the long run they're going to end up resenting you, and it's like you should have never agreed to this. You signed up. You knew what it was when you signed up.
It happens all the time.
You know what it was when you signed up.
Hey, this is your girl Dee from Set Apart with Rand and Dee. Thank you so much for tuning in to this latest installment. Don't forget to subscribe to wherever you listen to podcasts.